Most small Parisian apartments give you the impression that you're always in the same room, like the kitchen is mixed with the living room, it's mixed with the bedroom, it's mixed with the bathroom. We kind of wanted to separate these spaces by really giving them character, so it feels like you're not living in the same room all the time. In a space capsule, every object is designed for one purpose. Every space is super optimized to consume the least amount of space. That was also the reason why we call this project the Space Capsule.
My name is François Voirin.
And I'm Pierre. We are brothers and architects working in Paris.
We've combined all of our publications to date into one beautiful, inspiration-packed bundle. Our 2 books, plus our digital guide. Available now for a special discounted price. Thanks a bundle.
The apartment is located in the 14th arrondissement of Paris.
Across the square is Rue Daguerre, which is a vibrant market street and one of the most artistic streets in Paris. It is very close to a big public transport, which makes it super easy to reach. From here you can access popular markets, grocery stores, and a very nice park.
The building was built at the end of the 19th century. The client is a screenwriter for French cinema and television. She loves art and architecture.
Before the renovation, it was 2 small studios next to each other, which added up to 17 square meters. One was her office, the other one was left unused. The ceiling was quite low and there was a lot of space between the ceiling and the skylight. She wanted to merge the 2 studios to create a fully functional apartment. The Observatoire de Paris, which is the oldest functioning observatory in the world, is very close to this apartment and it became a symbol of the project. So we wanted the apartment facing the sky to be our own observatoire. Before the renovation, the office space was very narrow. It had a skylight and a very high window. The small studio was completely run down, but had a large window facing west. There were no bathrooms or kitchen, not even the plumbing. We began by taking down the wall between the 2 studios. We kept one door and boarded up the inside of the other one. Then, we brought down the ceiling and were pleased to find 1.5 meters of extra space to work with. A kitchen and toilet was added on the lower floor and connected by a staircase. We created an upper floor, which became the private area. It has the bedroom with a wardrobe, a shower, and the sink.
When you enter the apartment, there is a 3-meter high closet in front that underlines the significant volume of this part of the apartment. Behind the doors, there is a room for jackets, shoes, and other clothing items. Right next to it is an open wooden shelf, which we call the library. We designed the library with different shelf heights to break the symmetrical aspect of the entrance.
The living room is located next to the window, looking towards the rooftops of Paris. We created a small and comfortable L-shaped sitting bench to fit perfectly just below that window, keeping all the functions of the apartment in the corners to make a clear space for the living room and enhance the feeling of open space. When we took down the ceiling, we found old beams.
The beams had a lot of nails to hold the plaster ceilings inside them. We like the historical value of that aspect. The dining space is made up of a round table with 2 chairs. It could become a desk, a dining table, or a surface to prepare meals. The location of the kitchen is in the corner of the apartment and underneath the upper floor, so it could disappear as much as possible from the other spaces. The kitchen cabinets are nestled along the wall. It is an IKEA kitchen with a third-party poplar plywood facades. We chose it for its clear tones and durability. We added a marble countertop in light gray. We continued the countertop up the wall for the splashback to create a seamless look. We also put up 3 paintings by François to make it more colorful. To hide away the kitchen when not in use, we used a partition. As it is not permanent, it can be moved around the apartment or removed altogether. It is the same color as the roofing of the observatory, so we thought it would be a good connection between the two.
By the kitchen, there is a custom door that follows the same angle as the stairs. We used the space under the staircase to incorporate the toilet and the laundry. These features are at the very end of the apartment, so they can be as discreet as possible, for the visual aspect as well as for the noise.
Using the space under the stairs, we added more storage. It wasn't specifically designed for kitchen items and can be used for larger household items.
The sleeping and bathroom area is where the idea of a capsule really translates. There are no limits between them. They are one single, tiny space where every centimeter is preciously used. The passage from the staircase to the bed is narrow but allows enough room for the shower and the bathroom sink. A skylight brings in a lot of natural light in this otherwise dark part of the apartment.
The skylight can also be closed using a curtain. The bed is beside the bathroom. It sits on a custom platform that raises it off the floor. The bed looks down and over the living area, borrowing the natural light from the windows there. We purposely opened the upper space to reduce the claustrophobic feeling you can have in such narrow spaces.
We thought it would be nice to have a space to fit in a lamp. It gives, more comfort and coziness.
On the other side of the bed is a large custom storage wall for clothes and other items. We also added curtains here to hide away the mess as the storage wall is visible from the lower floor.
Paris is very dense and most of the dwellings that people occupy are very compact. We feel that better design means better living, and that thoughtful thinking improves the way you interact with your space. Our approach is very rustic in some ways. We like to design honest spaces without too many moving parts, so they retain their simplicity and ease of use.
Thanks for watching. If you're an architect or designer with a project we could feature, please share it with us at nevertoosmall.com/submissions.